Hello, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. So today we're going to make some acetate cards, or window cards as people call them, where you're using the piece of clear on the front so that you can see through to the inside of the card. There's one, there's another one. So we're going to make two today, one using like the whole front as a piece of acetate, and the other just using like a strip. So I'm going to do the whole one first. So you need a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 6 1/2. Okay, and that top we're going to fold over 1" on that so that the acetate has something to adhere to, and that will leave you with a 4 1/4 by a 5 1/2" card. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a piece of designer paper and I'm going to put that on the inside, leaving the mat. And this is DSP is 4 by 5 1/4, same as you would do any other time. And see, I actually thought about using this side because it's really pretty, but I think I'm going to stick with the little Sea Life one for this particular card. All right, now place that on there. Okay. Now then, and here's the problem. You can lose the acetate because it's on the table. All right, so then I'm going to lay the acetate exactly on top of my designer paper that I have in there, lining that up there. And then I'm going to put adhesive on this little 1" piece up here. Don't get close to the edge because see, this is not on the edge. So I'm going to go, don't go all the way to the side edges either. Of course, everything works fine. There we go. So I'm just going to put some there, and then I'm going to just fold it over. And that way I'm attaching the acetate exactly where I want it. I'm just going to burnish that a little bit. And then I took the piece that I cut off from the bottom, when this is 6 by 6 paper. So when I cut this little piece off, might have been the top part, I'm going to just put it here. You don't have to do that, but it's an option, and it fits perfectly because it's 3/4 by 4. And remember, this is 1. So that just gives you a nice piece there. Okay. And then you're going to want to put something on the front. Now you could do words, like if you have, I'm just going to pull out some of my words here, something that you've stamped, and you could put that on the top, whatever that you want to put on here. I'm going to use the turtle because, I love the turtles. And because this is going to show through, I went ahead and stamped the bottom too, because then, when you open the card, it's not just white underneath. And so to adhere this, I didn't want to put adhesive all over. So I thought I would just put 4 little glue dots, and I put them right kind of where the little legs come in, just because then I don't think it's noticeable. So you can't even really see them unless you're really looking for them. But I didn't want to take the chance on liquid glue spilling over or the tape runner, showing. So I thought these little glue dots would be perfect for that. Just get those off of there. People will often ask, they'll go, I've got these acetate sheets at home or these window sheets, and I'm not sure what I want to do with them. All right, so this guy, I think I'm going to put him that way. Okay, so now he's attached. All right, and that's it. I'm going to sign this underneath the turtle. And this one, see, I put a happy birthday here. I also stamped the kind of bubbly sand looking stuff at the bottom. This one, I'm not going to do anything, but you could. You could absolutely stamp something in here. Okay, but you saw how quick and easy that went together. All right, so for the other one, you're going to want to take a regular size card, and you're going to be cutting a piece off of the front. So let me show you what I mean by that. So I just took a piece of, 5.5 by 8.5, and this is the balmy blue, and I embossed the, stop that. Sorry, the dog's chewing on something. I embossed to the front, and I want to cut this time, I want to cut the window out this way. So there's not really a right or a wrong on this, but I don't want to leave a lot on the side. So I think I'm going to cut maybe at 2.5. Okay, and then, well, didn't I cut that? There we go. Okay, so then I just want to have another little piece over here, that we're going to be able to put our acetate and see through this way. So, remember this is 4.25. Okay, and that was 2.5. So if I want this to be maybe 3/4 of an inch, and that'll leave me a little window. There we go. Okay, and excuse me, this piece you could save for another card. So this is going to be just like this, okay? So then I had a piece of acetate that I have cut. And see how it's wider than these two? So I'm going to run actually some of my tearing tape on this one. I want to run it down both sides. It's awfully hard to see for me, so sometimes I'll put it on here. That makes it a little bit easier. And I'm going to do this side first. And again, any adhesive is okay on this. You want to make sure it's something that's strong. You don't want it coming apart. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere this. I think I did not get it straight, so hold on just a second. There we go. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to put a piece of tearing tape on the other side. And what you're doing is you're cutting a hole, a window, so to speak, but you're still allowing the other side to be attached. So we're not just getting rid of the other side. All right, and then for this one, I'll place this exactly where I want it to go. Just like that. And then I'm just going to close this. Okay, so now I've got my window. Now I'm going to put this piece on in the middle here, but I want to stamp something on there. So I take my pencil and I'm just going to kind of lightly put, this is where the window is. I think I'm going to do, again, I want it to kind of be an undersea kind of a deal. I'm going to put some of the seaweed at the bottom here. I could do that. I'm going to do it in the mint because I've also already cut out some shells that I want to put on this one. I'm going to put one more on there, even though it won't show very much. I wanted to put 3. Okay, and then I think I might take my turtle set. I like these little fish, and that kind of gives a reason for the bubbles, you know, the air bubbles coming up. I think I'm going to just stamp some of the fish. Go across here, and they will be, I might just keep those in the balmy blue. Whoops. You ever do that? So we've got fish going that way. There we go. Okay. And then I want these to be happy birthday cards, but I'm going to put the words and everything on later, probably. So now I'm going to take my card. You know, a lot of times you have this laying around, and honestly, people will call and they'll go, "What did we use this for? Did I ever? Well, how did we use this acetate? I bought some, and I don't remember why I wanted to do it." I put my eraser. There it is. Remember, I made those 2 little pencil lines. There we go. Okay, so now see, when you close, you've got this real cute little stuff. So you could leave it like this. Again, you could put, you know, words on there or whatever, but I had stamped some shells I thought might be pretty to add to the front of this card. Put this. And this. Whoops. And a little bit on here. Okay, and then you can also, so here on the inside, see how you can see where the acetate is attached? So I thought I would put some designer paper on that as well. So this piece, this blue piece that we did was 3/4, so I'm going to do this at a 1/2 inch by 5 1/4. Well, no, we'll just do it by 5 1/2 and run it the whole way. 5 1/2. And I'll make this, what did I say, 1/4? No, I said 1/2. So I'm going to attach this here. And then this is 2 1/2, so I need 2 1/4. I always just, you can make your margin as much or as little as you like. I always just usually go by 1/4 inch. So now, let's put those on. So you don't notice, just, you know, the acetate kind of finishes off the back of a card. And again, I ran this all the way to the top, but you don't have to. If you want to leave a margin at the top and the bottom, you can do that. But see, it's just kind of finishing the edge. There we go. Okay, so you see they're very easy. They're just meant to give a little extra oomph to the card. All right, so we'll look again. Here's the turtle. We've got the whole front with a piece of acetate. So that becomes the front of the card. And on this one, I cut a strip out this way. And I actually just cut my designer paper. I wanted to see how that looked. I don't know that I love it, but I like it, so that's okay. And then this one, I ran the window this way, and then you've got the finished inside when you open it. So I hope if you've got some acetate window sheets laying around that you might try to make some window cards. And I hope you have a great day.